So guys, this video is dedicated to my friend Jose. Hey Jose, this video is for you, my brother. I hope it helps you. Cool. Hey guys, so just remember, there is so many guys putting videos on YouTube about trucking, how to get your CDL, how to do a pre-trip inspection, how to do the parking, how to shift the gears, how to float the gears. I was taught to double clutch, but I've actually learned that floating gears are a better way. It works much easier, I think, in some trucks. Not quite sure, but for me, floating gears are the best, so you don't use the clutch at all. And so I think there's a lot of videos on that I've watched myself, so I'll encourage you guys just to go and watch that. There's so much on YouTube. Just search, you'll find hundreds of videos. And so just important. Hey guys, so the basics of truck driving skills. And guys, so before you get into any truck and you start it up, it's really important just to look if you didn't have any major fluid leaks. And then there's three important things that you have to check before you start the truck, before you run the engine. Just look at your coolant liquids, your power steering, make sure that it hasn't leaked out or that there's still enough in. And then make sure that the oil level is correct and that there's enough oil in the engine. And guys, of course, it's really important just to look at the tires. Look at the conditions of your tires and make sure that you haven't got anything stuck in between the wheels. Look at the if they're inflated, and make sure that you don't have any flat tires. So that's just the basic things to look for, guys, before you get into the truck and you drive off. So guys, it's important also the fifth wheel that's there. Make sure that it's still connected. You don't want to pull off and the trailer stays behind, which has happened in many cases before. Is just make sure that the kingpin is still connected. I mean, it's still inside the fifth wheel and it's closed by the locking jaws. It's going to be a bit dark to see in there, but just make sure that the trailer, whatever trailer you're pulling, is still connected to the fifth wheel. So guys, it's just a basic quick rundown of what to check for. I mean, you're not gonna sort of do 2 or 3 hour check on the truck, but at least I encourage you just at least once a week go through all the contact points. I mean, there's a lot of videos on that, and it's called the pre-trip inspection. So you want to do that at least once a week. I know it's not possible always every day, but just make sure that basic stuff that I just showed you now is done. Hey guys, I'm making this video for my friend Jose, who's on his way to the USA. And guys, again, I'm not a truck expert. I've been driving truck for a few years. I only got my CDL recently. I had the opportunity to do so. I normally drove trucks on the farms, on the farm permit. But Jose, my brother, my friend, let's do a quick rundown of what everything sort of is, and I hope that's going to help you. Okay, Jose, so on the dash, you have to sort of just make sure that you understand what everything is here. Got the oil gauge and the water gauge, and then your RPMs and your miles per hour or kilometers per hour, fuel, and the 2 air tanks. So the air has to be balled up in order to release the brakes. Okay, and then on the dash here, there's quite a bit of buttons and things here, so it is pretty much standard in most trucks. That is the sort of automatic drive, cruise controller. That's where you put it on and off. That's your air brakes. I don't use that at all. The NRM spin ATC. There's your wipers, lights, marker lights. Okay, and then the lamp sort of that's in the cab and all that stuff. So and then you can see here that it's a 10-speed. So you go through all the gears, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you will shift this shifter up to go to the next set of gears, which is white. So before you put the ignition on and you want to start the truck, you just make sure that it's out of gear. You don't want to start the truck with it being in gear. You can mess some stuff up. So I would normally, what I would do if I'm not sure, but I mean, you got to make sure you can just always push in the clutch, and that's about that. And before you take off, you got to make sure that your brakes are pushed in, the tractor and the trailer brakes, and then make sure that you've got enough air that's balled up. So the brakes will normally start releasing between 50 and 60 psi. just make sure about that. I just say, I hope it helps you, man. And if you've got any questions, you know where to get hold of me. And all the best with your journey. And guys, as I mentioned, if you're from South Africa or any country, I guess that you have an opportunity to come and work in America, I highly recommend that you get your CDL license, because that just opens up so much doors, and it sort of gives you a much more freedom of choice of where you can get work and all those things. But yeah, if it's possible in any way, talk to the farmer, talk to the person that you're working for, ask them if it's possible for you to obtain your CDL, then go for it. Go for it. Guys, as always, just thank you very much for everybody that's following me. Thank you to all my new subscribers. If you like my videos, if you like what I do, hit that subscribe button. Like the video, share it if you think it can maybe help somebody. Check out my other videos on how to get work on a farm in America. I share a lot of information that will really just help you. I share my experience. I'm not an expert, but I mean, I'm just sharing my own journey working on farms in America. And just remember, today only happens once. Make it amazing.